What is going on, Ada Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central. My name is Fareed. As always, today we're going to be jumping into all the latest news and highlights going on within Cardano. First things first, I want to do a brief review of the weekly development report as well as the Cardano TVL status, given the recent pump in the price of ADA, as well as just projects continuing to expand their reach. Following that, I want to jump into some news surrounding a brand new rebate feature aiming to incentivize sellers as well as buyers on the JPEG platform to hold their token. Following that, I want to jump into Matera, which has officially released their ISPO dashboard with a calculator feature in order to let you see exactly how much of the Matera token you'll be able to earn. After that, let's talk about World Mobile. This team just had a pretty big Twitter space or an X space where they took questions from the community, but also gave out a ton of alpha surrounding what we can expect for this protocol. Now, after that, I want to jump into some news surrounding Genius Yield and their testnet, which is now available for the general public. Last but not least, the Endcoins protocol, a data protection and privacy protocol building on Cardano, is now live on the mainnet. And I want to highlight how you can also actually begin to delegate your stake over to an Endcoins relayer in order to be able to earn from the activity that the particular relayer that you're delegated to is generating. So as always, if it's your first time, my goal here is to provide you in the Cardano community with the latest news, updates, and tutorials surrounding all the builders here in this ecosystem. If you'd like to support me on my mission to educate the broader crypto space, I would really appreciate it if you would consider delegating with the official Dapp Central stake pool, which is stake pool ticker DAPP. I will also mention that on top of earning your traditional ADA rewards, I am a partner pool with Matera for their ongoing ISPO. So by delegating to the Dapp Central stake pool between epochs number 451 all the way to 593, you will be eligible to earn the Matera token. On top of that, they do have some additional bonuses, so make sure to go ahead and check out my video about the ISPO if you guys want to find out more about that. Jumping into the very first topic for today's video, we've got the weekly development report. If I get myself out of the way there, we've got 150 projects launched. One of them actually includes the Endcoins protocol now, 1,300 builders, 9.1 million tokens, and then just shy of 11,000 Plutus scripts, 6.2K being Plutus V1, and then 4.6K leveraging the Valsar hard fork with Plutus V2. On the left-hand side there, in terms of key highlights, we've got Cardano environment improvements. We've got ongoing work for the Macroni sidechain. We've got Mithril getting some updates distributed. And then we've also got the Cardano ballot on SIP number 1694, which is now officially open. In terms of Project Catalyst, funding round number 11 is under the proposal finalization stage. And I've also released content surrounding how that is going to work, as well as the existing timeline. So pretty cool updates there. I think the biggest two that I really want to touch on were going to be the fact that the ballot or the temperature check for SIP number 1694 is now open. And then of course there with Project Catalyst ongoing as well. Okay, let's jump into the first project for today's video, which actually will be the JPEG store platform. So JPEG, I believe right now has over 95% of the total market share when it comes to the NFT marketplace. We do have competitors in Flipper.io as well as Plutus.art. We unfortunately saw CNFT.io close down about 6 or 7 months ago, and that was just due to the lack of adoption and growth in this super competitive space. Now focusing back over into JPEG.store, they've now integrated Dex Hunter. I've had plenty of content here in the past couple of days talking about Dex Hunter in their Dex aggregator, in their partnership or their partner platform, I should say, which allows for simple integration into utilizing the actual platform. So we've also seen the Dex Hunter team integrate into the Tap Tools platform, which has been, I think, immense in terms of getting them exposure and accessibility. And they're now going to be partnering up and integrating with the JPEG team, which I think is going to give them a huge edge again, given the fact that they're partnering up with some of the biggest people or the biggest platforms within the Cardano community. Looking at the tweet here, it states pro traders want every angle covered. That said, that includes competitive pricing, efficiency, and ease of use. That's why the JPEG team is adding DexHunter to JPEG.store. Now you'll be able to get the JPEG token without ever leaving the store. That's the biggest benefit here, that the integration feature, right, as a partner with DexHunter brings to any protocol. So pretty big update here. Congrats to both parties involved. I believe that One Wise Melon, who is the head of DexHunter, did at one point collaborate, if he's still not actively working, with the JPEG.store team. So I think it was just inevitable in just a matter of time before we saw this particular partnership coming along. If I jump over into this next tab, I do want to quickly touch on what we have here, which is going to be fee rebates coming into JPEG.store. Let me go ahead and just quickly cancel this here. But what it states here is the fact that traditionally, when you put up an asset for sale on JPEG.store, as a seller, there is a 2% fee, right, that the JPEG.store marketplace takes when you actually complete that sale. So understanding that, what they're aiming to do is incentivize sellers on their platform as well as buyers to hold the JPEG.store token, which will actually give them a discount or a rebate in order to keep more of the ADA from their sale directly in their pocket. So we have the fee tiers here, which it states that if you hold 2,000 of the JPEG.store token, you'll get a 10% rebate. If you hold 5,000, you'll get a 20% rebate. And as you guys can see there, you get more of a rebate with the more tokens that you hold, with a 100% rebate if you hold 250,000 of the JPEG.store tokens. Now, I do want to just quickly jump in to give you guys an example of how this unfolded for a person that actually made a pretty big sale here with the Earth Node NFTs. The Earth Nodes, I believe, are selling right now for somewhere around 80 to 100,000 ADA. And somebody actually made a sale, and what they had was, I think, somewhere around a 30 or 40% rebate applied. So they were able to receive 640 ADA as a part of that rebate. Again, traditionally, that would be ADA going over to JPEG.store. So this begins to really show you the power of this rebate feature, but keep in mind that it's directly proportional to the amount of ADA that the NFT is actually selling for. So you'll get a higher rebate for a higher priced NFT, which is why I think that this was poised for a really good example here. If I jump back over into the actual documentation, it states that they're going to be introducing a fee or a system, for reducing marketplace fees by simply holding the JPEG store token in your wallet. They've come up with an easy and elegant solution to reduce trading fees, which we're calling fee rebates. Again, all you have to do is go ahead and just hold the JPEG.store token in order to qualify for that discount. If you head over into the actual platform, they've now got a reward section up here. If you hover over that, you can view your rewards via a dashboard, and then you can also go ahead and actually claim your rebates here. Now, I don't actually hold the JPEG.store token, nor do I have any sales that would have actually given me a rebate. But if I did, those would be listed here on this particular page. So some pretty cool updates there coming in from the JPEG.store token, providing more utility to their native governance token, as well as integrating the DexHunter platform directly within the marketplace itself. Another cool feature that they have brought back has been their analytics platform, or their analytics section, which allows for you to quickly break down all of the analytics surrounding a particular NFT collection. So JPEG.store continues to lead the way, continues to innovate, and they're being rewarded by the marketplace share that they do currently hold. Let's jump over into the next story here for today's video, which is going to be surrounding the Matera protocol. I mentioned this earlier. I am a partner pool. So if you guys, again, want to earn ADA in Matera, make sure to go ahead and check out the Dapp Central Stake pool. Now, keep in mind that there's a total of 15 different partner pools, including myself. So if you guys may be aligned with another SPO, feel free to delegate to them as well in order to earn the Matera token. If you want to solely earn Matera, you can go ahead and just delegate to the actual pool, which is MTERA. I'll leave the link to it down below. But that way, you'll be able to earn just Matera with no ADA reward. So depending on your risk profile or your risk tolerance, you may want to delegate to earn 100% Matera with no ADA rewards, or you may want to delegate to a partner pool and still potentially earn both ADA and a little bit less Matera. Now, I had the pleasure of actually being on a really cool live stream earlier with Daniel Sampson, as well as I believe it's Chris from TechMiro, as well as Leon from the Happy Staking Pool, to just kind of talk about the impact that this particular ISPO has had within our own stake pools with respect to delegation, visibility and promotion. And so I just want to come in just to quickly thank the entire Matera team and anybody else who tuned in for that particular live stream. I'll see if I can find the link to it and just maybe leave it down below if you guys are interested in watching that. But we just kind of talk about exactly how big of an impact this has been for all of the contributors to the ISPO or the partner pools, as well as just the overall decentralization of Cardano in general. So anywho, what we now have is going to be a dashboard calculator in order to figure out exactly how much of the Matera token you'll be able to earn based off of how much you're staking and how long you're staking as well. Jumping over into the official calculator itself, if you want to get access to it, it is available at matera.io/ISPO. Now, all you need to do is go ahead and grab your wallet stake key. If you're not familiar with that, you can head over to pool.pm. You can just type in or paste your regular wallet address. And then from there, you should be able to identify or quickly grab your wallet stake key. Now, once you get your stake key, you can just plug it in here and then hit next. And you can then actually see exactly what stake pool you've been delegated to and for what particular epoch. Now, after that, all you need to do is go ahead and just quickly enter the amount of ADA that you've got staked with the particular ISPO pool or the partner pools, and then exactly how long you've been staking as well. Once you hit calculate, you'll see that you'll get the results down here, which with this particular example, I'd be earning a total of 1,805 of the Matera tokens with a size boost of 8% and 0 time boost given the duration of epochs that I'm staking for. If I were to update this to, for example, let's say 25 here, and I hit calculate, as you can see there, the amount of Matera is updated, and so has the actual time boost as well. Right below, we've got the 15 partner pools. Again, make sure to go ahead and check them out, and keep in mind that the Matera team does have their own 100% margin pool as well. So pretty brief update that I did want to just quickly jump into surrounding the Matera ISPO. Now, I will be releasing additional content surrounding how to stake your NFT in order to earn another bonus. So there's 3 bonuses, one based off of the time or how long you've delegated to the ISPO. There's another bonus for the amount of ADA that you actually have delegated to the ISPO. And then the third bonus is surrounding whether or not you hold their Matera Black, their Matera Blue, or their Matera White NFTs. So 3 different ways to earn bonuses, which again, I'll be releasing videos about how to stake your NFT in order to earn that particular bonus. I feel like the other 2 are pretty straightforward and pretty understandable in terms of how to explain them. Now, let's jump into the third story or the third topic for today's video. But as always, if you guys do enjoy updates like these, I would appreciate you if you could tap that like button. If it's your first time stopping by Dapp Central and you want more content like this, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions for me surrounding Endcoins, surrounding World Mobile, Matera, JPEG.store, or just anything else going on in Cardano, make sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below. So the next thing I want to jump into is going to be World Mobile. So this team is just coming off of a massive Community X space. They do this once a month, and this last one I was not able to attend live, but they do have the recording, which will be available for about 30 days or so. So if you do have access to Twitter or X, make sure to jump over to their platform in order to go ahead and check this particular one out. Now, if I jump over to this particular page here, they're talking about bringing telecoms to the skies. If you guys missed this big announcement, the team did launch their very first aerostat in Mozambique about a month and a half ago, and they've recorded and documented the entire process, and they're going to be allowing for the community to sit in at a reveal where they break down the entire journey from start to finish in terms of getting this aerostat up. Now, they have a link that you do have to go ahead and utilize in order to register, in order to be able to be eligible to actually attend the event. So I don't think that this guarantees that you attend, but they'll be reviewing some of the participants or people that show interest and then bring them along in order to actually check out this reveal. So it states here, join us for an exclusive live event. Again, you'll be able to meet the team, go behind the scenes, and then witness the actual launch. So I think the launch is probably what is going to be the biggest piece there, or at least what is going to get the majority of the attraction. Again, it states that this is going to be the countdown to the moment of the history-making launch in which you'll be able to witness the aerostat take telecoms to the skies above Mozambique. In order to register, all you need to do is go ahead and provide your name and an email address and then confirm that you do accept the terms and services. You guys can definitely bet that I've already signed up myself. If you guys have not, I definitely recommend that you go ahead and do so if you have any remote interest in the World Mobile Protocol. Now, I do want to quickly go ahead and just give a shout out here to Cal from Clover Nodes. He's an SPO here as well within the growing Cardano space. He's also a huge advocate and an ambassador for World Mobile. He was able to sit in on the actual X community space, which took place on November 30th. And as you guys can see here, he was able to take down notes, basically breaking down every little piece of information about the team. So Cal or Clover, congrats. Thank you for all of this hard work. I'm not going to be able to break all of this down here in today's video, but myself, Clover, and Rob from the Trek Pool, once every other week, we do sit down to break down all of the updates surrounding World Mobile. So this upcoming Saturday, we should be able to jump online. We're going to be going live. And I think this is going to give us a lot to talk about here. So we've got updates surrounding MAV100, who's now going to be an official partner with World Mobile. We've got updates surrounding Mozambique, the impacts of aerostats. We've got OPBAN, which is going to be Operation Airnode, where we're going to see the sales of airnodes taking place in the United States. We've got some information surrounding Burning Man, a pretty big festival, which I think the World Mobile team is going to be providing coverage for next year. And then again, they've got an open-ended AMA portion as well, where they break down questions from the community. So as you guys can see here, quite a bit to touch on. I'll go ahead and just kind of lead this for Saturday. Make sure to go ahead and join us as a part of that live stream if you guys want to find out more about what World Mobile is doing and what our thoughts are when it comes to myself, Clover, and Rob. So that will do it there for updates surrounding World Mobile. Next, we're going to jump into some news surrounding Genius Yield. So Genius Yield is bringing to market in order book style DEX, and I've really covered this project here since their early inception. Now they've had an ISPO, they've had NFT launches, but it's finally now time to get our hands on the actual product. So the testnet is now open to the public. About a month ago, they had their alpha for just some of their OGs or early community members, but it's now available to anybody within Cardano. So you can find out more by heading over to testnet.geniusyield.co. If I open this up here in another tab, as you guys can see, they've got the ability to swap, earn, and explore. I believe that the earn and explore tabs are still under development, so there's not much to do there. The bulk of the testnet is going to be surrounding the actual DEX feature or the DEX functionality. Now, keep in mind that if you do hold the Gens X token or just the Gens token, that you can stake on the main net utilizing their staking platform. So staking was one of the first features that they actually released, and we're now getting the actual product or their main core offering, which is going to be the DEX itself. As you guys can see here, just quickly taking a look, we've got the type of asset that we want to trade. Right now, we only have the ability for token. It'll be interesting to see if they maybe support NFTs as well, right? But we've got the order book, which allows us to see all of the current open orders, which are live. If we want to go ahead and potentially fill any of these orders, we can quickly connect our wallet and actually go ahead and supply either ADA or Gens, depending on which end of the order book we're coming in on. Now, right below, we've got some of the purchase orders here, which are also listed below. And if I go ahead and just close out the order book, we've got a chart here basically highlighting what tokens or what assets here are going to be tradable. So here you can either use ADA to purchase Gens or trade in your Gens in order to return or receive ADA. We've got the price of the asset here, and then we've got the different timelines here in terms of the chart. Of course, because this just launched, we don't have as much data as we'd like to in terms of the yearly and the 6 month. But if we take a look at the 7-day, we do have some data beginning to finally build up. Here we've got the ability to select what token that we want to go ahead and actually swap. So we've got ADA, the NewNet token, the CRU token, MELD, LenFi, Clay, Hosky, Gens, IUSD, and Power, and the Singularity Net token as well. Again, keep in mind that this is the testnet, so these tokens do not actually have any real value. Now, let's say that we actually go ahead and connect and make a purchase. We then have some additional settings here, which include, the ability to set a time in which the order is actually valid. So we've got a start date and an end date. And then once we're to actually go ahead and execute the order, we'd have to review the order and then basically confirm it. At that point, the order would be put on chain. And then if there was another order to be made or to be matched against in the order book, our order would be fulfilled. So an interesting process here. One thing to note is that the Genius team is taking a different approach. They will not be utilizing batchers, which a lot of the AMM or liquidity pool style protocols do employ. So for example, a platform like MinSwap uses batchers, SundaySwap uses batchers, and WingRiders also uses batchers, but they're all AMM style protocols. Now, what the Genius Yield team is doing is they're actually going to be allowing for the community to run what they call smart order routers. Now, these routers are basically going to be community built, and they'll be executing different algorithms in order to find the best options or to match make orders for the actual platform itself. Now, this has two benefits. Obviously, the person running the SOR is going to get a cut or a little bit of a trading fee in order to provide the service that they are providing, which is, again, a decentralized matchmaking process or matchmaking system. But it's also going to give the end users the best potential price as well as best potential speed that it would actually take to execute their order. So it's going to create a competitiveness here, I should say, within the community to provide the best service from an SOR perspective, which then turns over and rewards the users of the platform with the best user experience, hopefully getting in their orders executed much more quickly. That will do it there for updates surrounding the Genius Yield platform. Next, let's go ahead and jump into the last platform that I want to talk about, which is going to be Endcoins. So Endcoins is officially now live on the mainnet. I've had Vlad on the channel talk about exactly what this project is aiming to do, but in a nutshell, they're a privacy protocol building on Cardano utilizing ZK technology or zero knowledge rollups. So with the Endcoins platform, you have two use cases. If you want to maybe hide the amount of ADA that you're sending to somebody on the blockchain, you can utilize Endcoins. If you want to hide the fact that a particular transaction is coming from you or somebody else, you can also utilize Endcoins as well with the relayers, which basically allow for them to send transactions on your behalf. So it states here, after a month of hard work and many hours of effort and dedication, the Endcoins protocol is now live on the Cardano mainnet. We want to thank the entire ENCS community, Project Catalyst, and all those that participated in their ISPO. So really cool to really see the payoff from a Project Catalyst proposal from beginning to end, right? From inception all the way to mainnet. And this is really just the power that Project Catalyst brings to Cardano. I just released a recent video highlighting the fact that over the course of the next round of Project Catalyst, we're expecting things such as open source multi-dex SDKs being built out in Python as well as in TypeScript to lower the barrier to entry for developers. We're expecting perpetuals or perpetual contracts to be coming online as a proposal coming in from Dex Hunter. We're also expecting margin and leverage to also be coming online with SundaySwap. Now that's all granted if the actual proposals are submitted. So again, there is the chance that some of these proposals do not pass, but it's really good to see that at least with Endcoins that they're able to see this thing all the way through from inception to delivering on the mainnet. So congrats to Vlad and the entire team as to what they've been able to contribute so far. Now, I've also gotten a ton of questions surrounding how to delegate in order to earn portions of the protocol revenue if you're delegating to an Endcoins relayer. So you can think of the relayers as, for example, stake pool operators. Again, they're going to be providing the infrastructure or the backbone in order to have the protocol run. And so they're going to be getting their own cut of the revenue coming in from the platform. But if you're delegating to a relayer, you as a delegator, very similar to delegating to a stake pool, can also earn as the relayer is able to contribute to the Endcoins protocol. Now, before I jump into that, if you guys just want to use the actual protocol, you can head over to app.endcoins.io. From here, you can connect your wallet. Now, what I really liked about this was the first time that I actually jumped over to the website, it actually broke down every little piece of nuance and all these buttons and actually explained to me what was going on. So they had like a little tutorial here that was basically showing me how to utilize the platform. Of course, it's now gone because I've actually closed everything out. But if you're new to the platform and new just to privacy, they'd really do a great job of breaking everything down in a really easy and understandable way. So you've got the ability to just check out your wallet. you can transfer, and then again, you've got access to the Ncoins ledger. Now, if I jump over here into this next page here, you do have the ability to go ahead and actually delegate to relayers. And I mentioned this earlier. So if you head over to dao.ncoins.io, you'll connect your wallet. Again, this is pretty straightforward. Once you connect your wallet, this will verify whether or not you hold the ENCS token, which is the native governance token for Ncoins. If you do hold the token, this delegate button will appear or will be enabled. And then when you actually click on that, you'll actually be able to see all of the existing relayers. So let's go ahead and just quickly walk through this together. I'm going to click on that. I will connect my NuFi wallet here. And we should there now get this button that's now enabled. I'm going to click on delegate. And then we've got the list of available relayers, right? Or quote unquote operators providing the infrastructure for this platform. So if you want to go ahead and delegate, you can just basically click on delegate next to any of these Ncoins relayers. I do recommend delegating to ones that have less than 100,000 of the Ncoins tokens in order to earn the maximum rewards. But as you'll see there, it's not going to ask me to go ahead and actually sign the transaction. And then once I would do that, my Ncoins tokens would then be delegated to that particular relayer. So pretty simple and straightforward process there. I did want to quickly highlight that. And again, just big congratulations to Vlad, the team, for getting everything live on the main net. That will do it here for today's video, breaking down all of the latest updates going on here in Cardano. As a part of today's video, we jumped into JPEG.store, Matera, World Mobile, Genius Yield, and Ncoins. If you guys found any portion of today's video to be helpful, or if you learned anything along the way, I would really appreciate you if you could tap that like button. If it's your first time stopping by Dapp Central and you want more content like this surrounding all the builders on Cardano, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions for me surrounding any of the platforms that we talked about, or just anything else going on in Cardano, then make sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below. That said, as always, I will see you guys in the next video.